Rolling along here in hour number 3. Thanks for joining us here on the early game. A couple of guests in the All South Federal Credit Union studios right now. From the Lexington County Blowfish, Bill Shanahan and new GM Theo Bacot joining us. And thanks for being here, fellas. I know you guys are pumped up about another season. Bill, you made that up. You said it's the 13th season for the Blowfish?
Is that amazing? 2006 was our first at historic Capital City Stadium.
Wow, man, I'm old.
Yeah, well,
13th.
13th year, and this will be our 4th season in Lexington County, which we
Now
when the
you're old,
Blowfish
Bill.
swam across the river.
Yeah, I didn't realize. I thought it was only the second.
I would've
or
gone third.
I mean, I grew up out there at the ballpark and watched you build that ballpark out there and turn the old Wildcat Hollow into what it is now, and it's a beautiful. I mean, that whole complex. The whole complex is just amazing out there and what they've done with that area, what y'all have done with that area, and what you've built out there with that ballpark and what it's able to do now.
Well, Lexington County, they love their sports, and they put a lot of time and effort and money into making it what it is today. And, of course, with the education with Lexington 1 there as well, that's where we're seeing why the growth, it's just explosive over there. It's pretty amazing.
Yeah, good spot to be. And May 31st, you guys get going officially. I know you got an alumni game a couple of days before then on the 28th over there. And for season number 13, I'm assuming you're assuming that it will be lucky 13 this year.
Yeah, that's what it will be, Tim. It'll be. It actually is the season of the Stars and Stripes.
Okay.
And the reason for that is that we'll be hosting the 2018 Coastal Plain League All-Star Game on July 9th. And in addition to that, we are honoring our military all season long with different types of events. And each night, of course, we honor a local Lexington County military family each night at the ballpark. They get to throw out a first pitch. They get to bring their family, have free hot dogs, box seats, get honored during the game. And, you know, what better than to thank those who are serving us here and abroad.
Yeah, the Coastal Plain League Baseball, if you're not familiar out there listening and maybe new to the area, it's unique in that it's in a sweet spot, in my opinion, when you're talking about summer baseball. So you have minor league baseball, guys trying to get to the big leagues, and you have that here in town with the Fireflies. That's a grind, man. And these are guys from typically outside of our area that we have no affiliations with, and you don't know the names, you're not familiar with the backgrounds. And you can grow to like them and follow them for sure, but then next year they're usually gone.
Yeah.
You guys have the unique perspective of welcoming guys back who played a lot of the times for local high schools, grew up here in the Columbia area, sometimes have stayed maybe at USC. You got a couple of guys I know playing for your team again, or have played at other programs across the state, coming back for the summer to join together, try to improve their games and improve their skills to help their careers and move on. It's really a unique deal, and you get the family aspect of it, you get the local aspect of it, and then you get some high-level baseball as well. We're talking about wooden bat summer league baseball. You guys have seen a bunch of good players. Last time I was out there, Will Crow was throwing for you, and you had Chris Singleton out in center field. I mean, you can't ask for much better talent than that.
Yeah, pretty amazing. You talk about the minor league. I come from a minor league background, owning and operating teams for 30 years. Theo has worked in Durham with the Durham Bulls, Myrtle Beach. He just came recently from Biloxi, the Biloxi Shuckers, which is the AA affiliate of the Milwaukee Brewers. But the interesting thing is you said the grind. It is a grind. You think about 140 games in minor league baseball, 70 at home, usually playing 3 to 4 to 5 in a row, sometimes 8 or 10 in a row at home. It takes a grind on us. And so the idea of what we're in now, that was one of the things that Theo got excited about, is that you don't have as much of a grind. You know, you might play on a Monday night, might play on a Wednesday and a Saturday, and then be able to take a little bit of time off for the family. It's really, baseball's a tough business when you think about minor league baseball and Major League Baseball, but we love it. And like you said, the emotional connection of the players that we have. I mean, we got kids from Lexington High, Gilbert High, River Bluff, Gilbert, Pelion, White Knoll, Dutch Fork, Chapin, and they're coming here and they're playing in their own hometown. And so a lot of neighbors know these kids. Now they're in college, but they're able to come back and root for them. It's really cool. It's really cool.
Yeah, and it's a next level of baseball. Certainly you get that, the American Legion level when you're in high school, and there's been some really good baseball around here from that perspective. And then now this, you move the next step up. It does have the summer feel, laid back, no doubt, but you guys also have plenty of opportunities for families to enjoy and really reasonable prices as well.
That's for sure. You want to mention our prices, Theo?
Yeah, unbelievable prices. So $6, you can get into the game. We have probably the best package that I've ever seen in the all-you-can-eat package. At $15 with a group of 10 or more, you can come get an all-you-can-eat, get a full spread of hot dogs, hamburgers, chicken sandwiches.
Now
chips.
You're talking Bill's language over
right.
there. Mm-hmm.
That's right. Chips, sodas, and water for $15. So unbelievable deal. Pretty much anywhere you go nowadays at a buffet, you're going to spend $15, but now you're getting a Blowfish game on top of that. So can't beat it. And then most of those nights are on firework nights as well. So you're going to get the concert in the sky at the end of the game as well.
It's a phenomenal, if people have never been out there, just a phenomenal park. I mean, you talk about the deals, you talk about saving money, but you take I love it. I've got 2 young kids. We talk about it. I've got a 9-year-old and a 6-year-old, and to take them out there and you enjoy baseball. You talk about the prices. We've talked about it a lot. South Carolina and the escalating ticket prices that you see these days. To take a family of 4 to a football game or to a baseball game or something, that's not the case. You guys offer great packages for families of 4, families of 6. You can go out there and you talk about the all-you-can-eat, and the ballpark is just beautiful. I mean, it's a great family environment.
Yeah, and it's got great history, too, as we were talking before we went on the air. The fact is that was the old Wildcat Hollow, and those listening know from Lexington High days, that's 40 years of football games that were played there. That's where the graduation ceremonies went, and we were able to keep part of those memories. Part of the bleachers down the third base line are the original bleachers from Lexington High's Wildcat Hollow. So we've got memories. But I think that's really cool is this ballpark, $3 million and change. We got our money's worth. You come out to that ballpark, it's intimate. I've run 6,000, 8,000, 10,000 seat stadiums in my career. I wanted a little ballpark, and it's 2,350. Now, we could put a little bit more in there on a standing room only night, but ultimately you always feel that there's a crowd there. You know, you go into some of these parks these days, and it might hold 9,000, and they have 2,000 in it. It looks empty. You give me 1,000 in a 2,000-seat ballpark, and people want to be where everybody else is, having a good time. They want to look like it's crowded.
And there's not a bad seat in the house. I mean, you're right. You get to – I think that's the great thing, again, with young kids. I have young kids. You take them there, and they feel like they're a part of the action because they're so close, the way you've designed that ballpark. And, again, you talk about it. And it's a – Lexington, in my opinion, is a very safe – having grown up there, but it's a safe ballpark. You're not constantly looking around, and, your kids can kind of wander and get a little bit closer to the action. That's the things that I love about taking my kids out there during the summer. Theo, you mentioned the prices. I mean, all kids love hot dogs. That's right. I hate to say it. If your kid doesn't like a hot dog, but they have y'all have great hot dogs, great prices. It's just it really is during the summer. And you mentioned the fireworks, and you guys, you don't skimp on the fireworks. I think people, it's not me and Tim in the back shooting off a couple bottle rockets. You guys do a fantastic job. I don't live far from there, maybe 3 or 4 miles from there, and I can hear them and on some nights see them.
Well, thank you. We try to do as many things as we can and invest in Lexington County, and we're very fortunate that there's a gentleman named Brent Munnerlin who started a fireworks company, and he lives in Lexington, and he's the one that shoots our fireworks, and they are great shows. We shoot them every Friday night and every Saturday night home game. And, of course, we theme them to the music. What's the theme for the night? We call them a concert in the sky and have a lot of fun with it. And like you said, it's a whole package. We try to layer things. I mean, if it's a night where we're doing Princess Night and we're going to be playing Disney music for the fireworks, then we're going to have princesses. And those little princesses come to the game dressed as princesses, and we have a princess parade and all sorts of things that kind of layer together to make when you're going, it's a show.
Bill calls that Thursday in here. It's really weird.
And that's the cool thing. You guys are not just going to – Thursdays are going to be pretty special as well, right?
Well, yes. This is so exciting that we're going to be tied in with you all on Thursday nights at the ballpark. Of course, Blowfish Baseball, we open up against the Forest City Owls, 7:05, gates open at 6, but it's a Thursday. And it's half off Bud Light, and Stella from 6 to 8 at Lexington County Baseball Stadium. And, again, you come out, have a good time. It's also, as Theo was talking earlier, it's an all-you-can-eat night. So you talk about a great package. I mean, as he mentioned, 10 people. All you got to do is get a family, 2 families together, and you can go to the ballpark and eat from when the gates open. All you can eat until we sing "Take Me Out to the Ball Game" in the mid-7th. It's quite a deal.
No doubt about it. Again, May 31st, the season opener for the Lexington County Blowfish, season number 4 at that stadium.
Yeah.
Season number 13 overall.
Yeah, and for those that are interested, like I said, we're very excited to work with you all this upcoming season. And for more information about the Blowfish, you can go to goblowfishbaseball.com. Goblowfishbaseball.com.
Now, the only thing I didn't is part of the package, you guys specifically requested Tim Hill sing "Take Me Out to the Ball Game."
Oh, yeah. Sure.
Take me out of the
that was part of the deal.
That was part of the deal, and I'm looking forward to Tim Hill night.
Well, unfortunately, my music agent is really throwing a kink in the whole negotiations, and it's a whole deal.
It was either Tim or Hootie. So
right, Darius and I are working things out.
Yeah.
Don't worry about it.
It'll be a Tim Hill bobblehead night. And I was very let down by all of this.
If I could just share this great story, is that in minor league baseball and summer collegiate baseball, we come up with great names, corny names, fun names. The Blowfish, we named the Blowfish after Hootie and the Blowfish.
Sure.
To honor them for what they did for the Midlands, being the greatest group ever out of the state of South Carolina. And so we've had 2 years ago, Savannah came into our league, the Savannah Bananas. Mm-hmm. And their merchandise, their logo went nationwide. And the new team that just came in Macon, Georgia, is the Macon Bacon. So we decided when we're playing the Macon Bacon on June 8th, we're going to be the Lexington County Pancakes.
Okay.
And so we've created a whole line of merchandise, jerseys, caps.
Stuff looks good.
There'll be a breakfast menu that night. We're doing pancakes on a stick. It will also be, what charity are we working that night with the pajamas?
It's Kellen's Closet. It's for foster children who don't have much clothing to choose from. So Kellen, we were going to ask for donations of pajamas. So we'll do a pajama parade at the beginning of the game.
Oh, and then, awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's June 8th. But like I said, we're excited about being involved with you guys. And
just to be clear, it is now not the Lexington County Pancakes officially all the time. It'll just be that one game against the Macon Bacon.
Great point, Tim, because, we had the announcement, and if you were there or got the press release, you knew that it was just for the one game.
Right.
But if you heard it secondhand, third hand,
right,
everybody thought we were changing the name to the Pancakes. Now, I'm not saying we might not do it again.
Mm-hmm.
But I can tell you, we're never changing the name of the Blowfish. People love this name for this team.
I'm guessing if Joey Pancake the former Gamecock, makes the major leagues and then makes you an offer to make the change, you might think.
Well, we would consider that then, of course.
Fair enough. He's Bill Shanahan, also his GM Theo Bacot in here. The Lexington County Blowfish. Again, goblowfish.com, the place to go on the internet. They got a great Twitter handle as well, seeing you guys up and active on there at the Blowfish, at Blowfish Baseball, I believe, on Twitter officially there. Plenty of information out there. And again, season opener on May 31st. All Thursdays during this season. 107.5 The Game sponsoring Thirsty Thursdays as well. Thanks for coming by, guys. We appreciate it.
Thank you, gentlemen. Go Blowfish.